Have you ever wondered why your grandmother could eat rice every single day and still live to be 95, while modern seniors are told to avoid this ancient grain like it's poison? What if I told you that the very food you've been warned against might actually hold the key to transforming your blood sugar levels and healing your gut in ways that could add years to your life and life to your years? Right now, as you're listening to this, millions of seniors are making one critical mistake with rice that's silently sabotaging their health, driving their blood sugar through the roof, and destroying their digestive system from the inside out. Yet they have no idea they're doing it. The truth is, you've been lied to about rice, and this deception is costing you more than just your health. It's stealing your golden years, your energy, your vitality, and your peace of mind. Every time you sit down to a meal, you're faced with confusion, fear, and endless restrictions that leave you feeling like a prisoner in your own body. Your doctor says avoid carbs. Your nutritionist says eat whole grains. Your family says just eat what makes you happy. And meanwhile, your blood sugar monitor is telling a story that none of them want to hear. But what if there was a way to enjoy rice again? Not just without guilt, but with the confidence that every single bite is actually working to heal your body, stabilize your blood sugar, and restore the gut health you thought was gone forever. Here's what the medical establishment doesn't want you to know. Rice isn't your enemy, but the way you've been taught to prepare and eat it is literally programming your body for diabetes, digestive chaos, and accelerated aging. For decades, we've been told that all carbohydrates are created equal, that rice is just empty calories that spike blood sugar and feed bad bacteria in your gut. This oversimplified, one-size-fits-all approach has left an entire generation of seniors confused, malnourished, and sicker than they need to be. The reality is far more complex and infinitely more hopeful than you've been led to believe. The first shocking truth that will change everything you thought you knew about rice is this. The temperature at which you eat rice determines whether it becomes your body's worst enemy or your most powerful ally in the fight against diabetes and digestive disease. When rice is consumed hot, straight from the stove, its starch structure is in what scientists call a rapidly digestible state, meaning it hits your bloodstream like a sugar bomb, causing the exact blood sugar spikes that terrify seniors and their doctors. But here's where it gets fascinating. When that same rice is cooked and then cooled for at least 12 hours in your refrigerator, something magical happens at the molecular level. The starch undergoes a transformation called retrogradation, converting from rapidly digestible starch into what's known as resistant starch, a completely different compound that your body processes in an entirely different way. This resistant starch doesn't just avoid spiking your blood sugar, it actually helps lower it by feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut that produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids, which have been shown in countless studies to improve insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. Imagine eating a bowl of rice that not only satisfies your hunger, but actually makes your next meal cause less of a blood sugar spike. That's the power of understanding how to manipulate rice's molecular structure through simple temperature control. This isn't some fringe theory or unproven hypothesis. This is established science that's been hiding in plain sight, while millions of seniors have been unnecessarily restricting one of the world's most nourishing and versatile foods. But cooling your rice is just the beginning of this remarkable transformation. The second hack that will revolutionize your relationship with rice involves a simple addition that most people throw away without a second thought: coconut oil. When you add just 1 teaspoon of coconut oil to your rice while it's cooking, something extraordinary occurs within the rice grains themselves. The medium-chain fatty acids in coconut oil actually bind with the starch molecules, creating what researchers call enzyme-resistant starch complexes that your digestive system cannot break down into glucose as easily. Studies have shown that this simple addition can reduce the caloric impact of rice by up to 10% and significantly blunt the blood sugar response. turning a potentially problematic food into a blood sugar friendly option that seniors can enjoy without fear or guilt. The third revelation that will transform your health involves the timing of when you eat your rice. And this is where most seniors unknowingly sabotage their best efforts. Your body's ability to process carbohydrates isn't constant throughout the day. It follows a predictable rhythm that's controlled by your circadian biology and hormonal fluctuations. In the morning, your cortisol levels are naturally elevated, and your insulin sensitivity is at its peak, making this the optimal time for your body to handle carbohydrates efficiently. Eating rice in the morning, especially when it's been properly prepared with the cooling method and coconut oil, provides sustained energy without the afternoon blood sugar crash that leaves so many seniors reaching for sugary snacks or feeling exhausted. Conversely, eating rice late in the evening when your insulin sensitivity is naturally lower and your digestive fire is waning sets you up for blood sugar chaos and restless sleep that compounds the problem day after day. The fourth game-changing hack involves what you pair with your rice, and this is where the magic of food synergy comes into play. Rice eaten in isolation behaves very differently in your body than rice consumed as part of a balanced meal. When you combine rice with protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables, you create what nutritionists call a glycemic buffer that dramatically slows the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. But here's the specific combination that seniors need to know. Adding fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi to your rice doesn't just improve the taste. It introduces beneficial probiotics that immediately begin working to heal your gut lining and improve your body's ability to regulate blood sugar. The probiotics in fermented foods have been shown to increase the production of glucagon-like peptide 1, a hormone that naturally regulates blood sugar and promotes feelings of satiety, helping you eat less while feeling more satisfied. The fifth and perhaps most powerful hack involves a preparation method that's been used for thousands of years but has been largely forgotten in our modern world: soaking and fermenting rice before cooking. When you soak rice in water with a small amount of apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours before cooking, you initiate a fermentation process that pre-digests some of the starches and reduces the overall glycemic impact of the rice. This ancient technique, still practiced in many traditional cultures, not only makes the rice easier to digest, but also increases the bioavailability of nutrients and creates beneficial compounds that feed your gut microbiome. The fermentation process breaks down antinutrients like phytic acid that can interfere with mineral absorption, essentially turning ordinary rice into a superfood that supports both blood sugar control and digestive health. Now, let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio who discovered these rice hacks after her doctor told her she was pre-diabetic and needed to eliminate all grains from her diet. Margaret had grown up eating rice as a comfort food, and the thought of never enjoying it again left her feeling hopeless and deprived. After learning about resistant starch and implementing the cooling method, she began preparing large batches of rice on Sunday, cooling them in the refrigerator and reheating portions throughout the week. Within 6 weeks, her fasting blood sugar dropped from 118 to 95. Her digestive issues disappeared, and she had more energy than she'd felt in years. But more importantly, she no longer felt like she was living under dietary tyranny. She had found a way to enjoy the foods she loved while actually improving her health. The consequences of not knowing these rice hacks extend far beyond just blood sugar control, though that alone would be reason enough to pay attention. When seniors restrict their diets too severely, they often fall into what researchers call nutritional purgatory, a state where the fear of certain foods leads to such restrictive eating that they become malnourished despite having access to plenty of food. Rice, when properly prepared, provides not just energy but essential B vitamins, minerals like manganese and selenium, and compounds that support brain health and cellular repair. By eliminating rice entirely, many seniors unknowingly deprive themselves of nutrients that are crucial for healthy aging, cognitive function, and immune system support. The gut health connection is equally crucial and often overlooked by conventional medicine. Your gut microbiome, the trillions of beneficial bacteria that live in your digestive tract, plays a direct role in blood sugar regulation, immune function, mood stability, and even the health of your brain. When you feed these beneficial bacteria with resistant starch from properly prepared rice, you're essentially cultivating an internal pharmacy that produces compounds your body needs to stay healthy and vibrant. The short-chain fatty acids produced by gut bacteria have been shown to reduce inflammation, strengthen the intestinal barrier, and even influence the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin that affect mood and cognitive function. This is why seniors who implement these rice hacks often report not just better blood sugar control, but improved mood, better sleep, and enhanced mental clarity. But here's what makes these rice hacks even more powerful. They work synergistically with your body's natural healing mechanisms, rather than fighting against them. Unlike medications that force your body to behave in certain ways, often with unwanted side effects, these natural approaches support your body's innate wisdom and ability to self-regulate. When you eat cooled rice with coconut oil at the right time of day, paired with fermented vegetables, and prepared using traditional soaking methods, you're not just managing symptoms, you're addressing the root causes of blood sugar dysfunction and digestive imbalance. The beauty of these rice hacks is their simplicity and accessibility. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or exotic ingredients that you can't pronounce. Everything you need is probably already in your kitchen or available at any grocery store. The coconut oil costs pennies per serving. The fermented vegetables can be made at home or purchased affordably, and the time investment is minimal once you understand the basic principles. This isn't about perfection or rigid rules. It's about making small, strategic changes that compound over time to create remarkable improvements in your health and quality of life. Consider the profound implications of what you've just learned. While pharmaceutical companies spend billions developing drugs to manage blood sugar and digestive issues, nature has already provided a solution that's been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. The very grain that sustained entire civilizations, that nourished your ancestors, and helped them live long, productive lives, has been waiting patiently for you to rediscover its true power. This isn't just about rice. It's about reclaiming your birthright to age gracefully, to maintain your independence, and to enjoy food without fear or compromise. The medical industry profits from your confusion and dependency, but these rice hacks put the power back in your hands where it belongs. No prescription required, no side effects to worry about, no monthly bills that strain your budget. Just ancient wisdom combined with modern science, accessible to anyone willing to challenge the status quo and trust in their bodies remarkable to heal and thrive when given the right tools and environment. Many seniors worry that implementing these changes will be too complicated or time-consuming, but the truth is quite the opposite. Once you establish a rhythm of preparing rice in larger batches and cooling them for later use, you actually save time while improving your health. The soaking and fermentation process happens while you sleep, requiring no active effort on your part. The coconut oil addition takes seconds and actually enhances the flavor of the rice. These aren't burdens to bear, they're simple strategies that make your life easier while making your body healthier. The ripple effects of implementing these rice hacks extend into every area of your life. When your blood sugar is stable, your energy doesn't crash in the afternoon, leaving you feeling tired and irritable. When your gut health improves, your immune system functions better, your mood stabilizes, and even your skin looks healthier. When you're no longer afraid of food and can enjoy meals without guilt or anxiety, your relationship with eating transforms from a source of stress into a source of pleasure and nourishment. This is what true health looks like, not the absence of disease, but the presence of vitality, energy, and joy in everyday activities. Your doctor may not know about these rice hacks because medical school doesn't teach food as medicine. It teaches drugs as medicine. Your nutritionist may not know because they've been trained to think in terms of macronutrients and calories rather than food chemistry and timing. But you have the power to take control of your health by understanding how food really works in your body and using that knowledge to your advantage. You don't need permission to start cooling your rice, adding coconut oil, or timing your meals differently. You don't need to wait for more research or official approval. The science is already there, the methods are proven, and the only thing standing between you and better health is the decision to start. Think about how different your life could be just 30 days from now. When you wake up with stable energy that lasts all day, when you check your blood sugar and see numbers that make you smile instead of worry, when you sit down to a meal and feel excited rather than anxious about what's on your plate. Picture yourself confidently sharing a rice dish with your family, knowing that every bite is working to heal your body from the inside out. Imagine the relief of finally having a simple, sustainable approach to managing your blood sugar that doesn't require expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or giving up the foods that bring you comfort and joy. The transformation begins the moment you decide that you deserve better than living in fear of food, better than accepting blood sugar chaos as an inevitable part of aging, better than settling for digestive discomfort as your new normal. Thousands of seniors have already discovered the power of these rice hacks and are quietly enjoying the benefits, while others continue to struggle with unnecessary dietary restrictions and mounting health concerns. You have the same opportunity they had, the same choice between continuing down the path of confusion and restriction or stepping into a new understanding that empowers you to eat with confidence and heal with intention. This is your moment to reclaim your relationship with food and your confidence in your body's ability to heal and thrive. Every day you wait is another day of unnecessary blood sugar spikes, digestive distress, and missed opportunities to feel your best. Every meal is a chance to implement these hacks and start experiencing the benefits immediately. Your future self, the one who feels energetic, healthy, and free from the fear of food, is counting on the decisions you make today. The rice is waiting in your pantry, the coconut oil is available at any store, and the knowledge you need is now in your hands. The question isn't whether these rice hacks work. The question is whether you're ready to work with them to transform your health and reclaim the vitality you deserve. Your journey to better blood sugar, improved gut health, and renewed confidence starts with your very next meal, and that meal could include rice prepared in a way that heals rather than harms, nourishes rather than depletes, and supports the healthy, vibrant life you were meant to live.